All right, back with you today. We got a box of Stadium Club. Here we go. I'm going to start the series. We are starting with Series 1, 1992. At the time, somebody was trying to get 60 for this box. I know I did not pay 60. I think I picked it up for 20. Actually, I got Series 1, 2, and 3 coming at you. So I was able to pick them all up for 20 bucks. And here we go. Let the flipping around begin. And that I know for sure will happen with the Stadium Club. I tested a couple of packs as far as shaking them around like so, and they seem like they're not stuck. So we might get lucky. A little bit about Stadium Club. I'm sure you know at this point, super premium picture cards, nice photo bleed on all the cards, no borders, borderless. And up until 92, well, up to 92, this was the largest set that Topps had ever produced because all three series were 300 cards. So it makes up 900 cards per series. And I don't know. Let's just get into it and see what we got. Go over them a little more in depth. They still have their rookie cards on the back, which is pretty sweet. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. We got a deer in a headlight. Jose Guzman there. No real rookies that we're really looking for. Danny Tartable. There is your club membership giveaway there. And I believe it was, look at this, you can order packs, I think at the time, 6 packs of Series 1, 2, and 3 for $31.50. Hello. This was an expensive product. I think it was, what were they, like $5 a pack at some point. And then you had your members only club there. It was $30 or $25 with 5 pack wrappers. So we'll be seeing one of those in every pack for the most part. There we go. Steve Avery. Let's start off with Steve Avery as my star player. You know how I like to do star stacks. And of course, we search for your Hall of Famers. Now, I say it all the time. I'll say it again. My star stack might be different than your star stack. Man, it's really nice. These cards are great as far as not sticking. Fantastic. There is another club membership. And you got a checklist card. Larry Anderson there. I think between all 3 series, you got a good Chris Sabo. I'm going to put Sabo in there today. You got a good amount of Hall of Famers between all 3 series. Mark Grace. Why not? We are going to need the star stack today because I don't know how many Hall of Famers are in Series 1. I don't think there was that many as far as Hall of Famers. Probably a handful, maybe like a dozen or so. We'll see as we go along. That's the beauty of opening. You'll know once you open it. And boom, what do we got? Okay, this one's different. This is your bars. Look at that. The baseball analysis reporting system. And this is what they had on the back of the cards. At bats, batting average. Kind of give you a little diagram of how to read the chart on the back. Let's take a look at that. There you go. So you got, for instance, that part of the strike zone right down the plate. 8 at bats. You had 3 base hits for a 375 there. So pretty cool how they showed that on the back there. And what do we got? Who is going to be our first Hall of Famer? Is Dale Murphy there? Nice. We got a little stick in there. But considering with the UV coating, the high glossy print, there he is, Ryan Sandberg. I almost passed him up. Sandberg is our first Hall of Famer. Nice. Baerga, put him in there today too. Mark Whiten, hand is inside the border on this card. And Charlie O'Brien. All right. 92. I remember opening these back in the day. There's a nice Luis Gonzalez on the back. 91 was the big one, though. That was the one I was saved up enough money to grab a couple of packs of the 91. Those were cool. Nice Craig Biggio. Remember chasing that Griffey, the Nolan Ryan in the tuxedo. Travis Fryman. Why not? Roger Clemens. In addition with Dave Stewart, I think he had that tuxedo picture also in the 91. And there is your Luis Gonzalez. That is his second year. Should have his, there it is. Topps debut. 1990 Topps debut. I think 92, I bought a lot more of the Upper Deck as opposed to the Stadium Club. That was my go-to, Upper Deck. 92 Upper Deck, I bought a ton of that. Yeah, no inserts in here, no parallels yet in 92. 93, I think, is when they came out with the, was it the first, not first edition. Why am I drawing a blank right now? It's like the first release. What the heck is it? First printing, maybe? I don't know why I'm throwing a blank on that. And we got Wally Joyner. Let's throw Wally in there. Kevin Moss. What is that? Is that? Oh, that's just his foot. All right. Club membership. John Orton. What did I say? Yeah, Orton. I was right. Jack McDowell. Or McDowell in the star stack today. Lance Parrish. And we are going to end this one with Karkovice. Still in it, stack number one. I knew this was going to be a long video, so hunker down, bear with me. Try to see how many Hall of Famers we can get. Wonder how many packs it would take to put a set together. But, yeah. I don't know what I was just about to say, Joe Girardi. Oh, I was talking about packs. I think I was going back to my 82, my 82 Fleer stamp video. If you have been following along with that, I have another box on the way. It looks like the box has gotten delayed in shipping, so still waiting on that box to come so I can try to finish off that stamp book. If you've been watching that series, you know what I'm talking about. If you have not been watching that series, go check it out. I think I got, 10 parts up, trying to put a stamp book, complete it. The 82 Fleer, pretty cool. And went through a whole box of 60 packs and did not complete the stamp book. So I went out and purchased another box of 60 packs, and that's what I'm waiting to get. And yeah, that's where we're at. So still waiting on that. So here we are. I said, all right, let's do some Stadium Club. Go through some Stadium Club. Also got some Donruss coming up. I think I'm going to flip Donruss and Stadium Club. I have a Series 1 and Series 2 of 1994 Donruss. So I'm going to be going between the Stadium Club. That's a nice Cal Ripken. Going between the Stadium Club and that Donruss as far as videos, what I'm going to be opening. So now we're starting to get all these. Look at that. David Cone batting. That is awesome. Yeah, I'll be flip-flopping. Nice Dion. What is it? 89. Flip-flopping between Stadium Club and 94 Donruss. So 92 Stadium Club, 94 Donruss. Back and forth. Repeating myself. Always repeat myself. Love to repeat myself. Maybe that's the way I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is. It's just who I am. Kevin Mitchell. Marquise Grissom. Mike Bordick. Eric Karros. Brian Harper there. Carlos Quintana. And we have no Hall of Famers in this pack. So far, so good, though. Doing pretty decent, actually. Mackie Sasser. Gosh, I don't know what's worse, this or Upper Deck. At least this, you only have to flip half of the pack over for them to all be facing forward. But then this constant, man, dizziness going on here. Paul Molitor just chilling out right there. There he is. Albert, don't call me Joey Bell. Gotta love the bell. Tommy Green. 900 card set. They were really getting a bang for their buck. BJ Surhoff there. Lonnie Smith. Got your club membership. Matt Noakes. Let's put Matt Noakes in here today. Why not? Roberto Alomar. Almost passed him up. Mike Palirulo. The first rookie card I actually purchased. I thought that was like a big purchase at the time. I don't even remember what I paid for it. Might have been like $3 or $4. It was 85 tops. Got it from the LCS back when I was a kid. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So yeah, I want a Yankee rookie card. And that is who I went with. I think that was like 19. Was it 87 I bought that, maybe? 88? Somewhere around there. And I ended up trading that with a friend, I believe, Vince Coleman, for the Brian Downing 1990 Donruss Diamond King reverse negative. Heck yeah. Great trade, in my opinion. That was when Donruss started. They were big, and everybody was going after the reverse negative, Juan Gonzalez. And then there was that reverse negative. Fast forward to 2025. Find out that they are still printing those cards, according to some people. It's the ongoing joke I always see everywhere. All these Facebook groups, always ongoing joke when people are selling boxes. Man, they still printing that? Always seems like somebody has a case or two to get rid of of the 1990 Donruss. Yeah. Dante Bichette. That's cool. I'll put Dante in there. Let's see. What do we got here? Scott Erickson. Solid. Lee Smith, Hall of Famer. Pat Kelly was fun to watch. Good old Edgar Martinez. And Jay Buhner was a ball player. Came up from the Yankees, so he was a player. So back to the Stadium Club, the members only as far as the membership. I think it was, let's see, you got 50 cards, and it was like multi-sport, and they did it in like 4 different, I think you got like 4 different installments throughout the year, and it was based on like, you know, who was doing what that year. If it was somebody that was pretty solid, then they ended up putting them in those sets. I think it was anywhere from like 12 to 13 cards is what you got per pack. And the first 2 series were basically all baseball, I think. And then the last 2 series were included like hockey and football, in addition to the baseball. And you know, I had the same design as this. Just had a members only written on the side, which I actually have a pack because I just went to a card show this weekend on Sunday and picked up a couple of packs that a dealer had, and he actually had one of the members only packs, you know, in his dollar bin. So I grabbed it. Let me grab this. I brought it up. Here we go. That's it. So they were stamped with this gold foil members only. Greg Maddux on the front. Barry Bonds on the back there. I might open that, check it out, and see who else is in that. But that's how they came. They came 4 packs like that. And like I said, the first 2 series were just baseball. The last 2 included hockey and football, I believe. So I never did do that, but I think a friend of mine did. He did it with the 91. There we go. Bernie Williams. I knew he was in the set. I was waiting for that guy. Waiting for that card. My man, Bernie. Yeah, a friend of mine ended up doing that. I remember with 91. And I think 91 was a little different because 91 had, you got like a keychain with it. And there was the Nolan Ryan, was it a gold card, gold commemorative card? And it actually came in a whole little box all together. So pretty neat. Pick this pace up a little bit. All this flipping around. I'm sure it's driving you nuts out there too. Well, then again, if it's driving you nuts, you could always just shut me off. Hopefully it's not driving you nuts and you can deal with this. As another Ryan Sandberg. Looks like we're getting some, there is the drop of the video. There's the Witten with both his hands in the border. Hopefully it's not driving you crazy and you're still on board with me. Oh, I'm midway through. This is where I give my little speech. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for joining me. If you have subscribed, I totally appreciate it. If you have not, please consider doing so. I am bringing you the junk wax era stuff, opening boxes, packs, whatever I can find. Mostly boxes. Some of the expensive stuff, grabbing packs because super expensive and I can't really afford an entire box. So this is it. This is what I am bringing to you. Trying to open everything from the 80s and the 90s. Show you what's out there. Show you what you could still find. Seems like these are starting to pick up again as far as people buying them because I feel like prices of some of this stuff has been going up again. And even at shows, I have a couple of dealers at the shows that I go to that always have junk wax. And when I got to him on Sunday, he said he was almost wiped out from Saturday. I couldn't get to the show on Saturday. I usually like to go on Saturday when everybody's fresh and set up and has all their stuff there. It's nice, Dennis Eckersley, Kevin Moss. And he said he got cleaned out on Saturday. To where he had to restock a little bit, but didn't really have that much to restock. So I was able to find about 2 or 3 boxes from him. You know, I'm kind of bummed I didn't video anything on Sunday when I was there. I feel like I haven't done a card show video in a while. There's another Bernie on the back. Cool. But maybe the next show I go to, I'll get some footage and give you a little video of what I came across and picked up. This was pretty cool. My son was happy because he loves it. It was a toy, card, and comic show. So he's big into the toys. He loves like model planes. And he sits there, and I don't have the patience for that, but he'll sit there and, put everything together with the glue and all that. And I mean, these pieces are tiny, some of them. And I'm like, I cannot do that. Good for him. Like, he'll sit there for hours on end and just go at it and enjoy what he's doing, which is great. It's what we're supposed to do. It's funny, though, because he helped me one day sorting some cards out and stacking up stuff. And about 2 minutes into it, he's like, why do you enjoy this, Dad? He's like, I don't get it. He's like, I'm bored. And I was like, well, you know how you enjoy your model planes and you can just sit there and relax and it's kind of brings you peace. I said, I'm the same way when it just comes to sorting cards. Like, I'll just sit, grab a cup of coffee and make stacks and go through stuff. And that's how I am. That's what I enjoy. My card got a little jacked up there. So it's definitely not for everybody. Not everybody can just sit there and do that. Hensley Mullins. Remember watching him play. Jimmy Key. And that is my story. How about you guys? Do you enjoy sitting there and sorting stuff, or do you just say the heck with it? throw it all into a box and let it sit. Although I gotta say, sometimes that is fun because, you know, you go a couple of years down the road and go through some boxes and end up finding, you know, like a Shohei Ohtani rookie that is like a short print, because that happened to me, actually. And I was like, holy cow. This is just sitting in my commons box. Opened the box, put it away, and it's been just sitting there. And I was like, dang, I'll take that. Thank you very much. All right, we are almost done with the third stack. Video is actually going a lot quicker than I thought it was going to, but the fact that they're not sticking definitely helps out. It's nice, Joe Carter. It's a great picture. That's the other thing about Stadium Club, is so nice. Photography is great. Even the newer stuff is just fantastic too. I love opening new Stadium Club. I think I just love opening all Stadium Club. Third Bernie Williams. Sweet. You got to think you could get pretty close to a set out of this with, what do we got? 15 cards per pack, 36 packs. Da, da, da. Henry Rodriguez. Mike Maddox, Steve Avery again. I know I took out Steve Avery before and put him in my star pack, but Todd Van Poppel, the card everyone wanted back in 91. There we go. Down to the last stack. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. If you made it this far, congratulations. You just received more packs to watch be opened. Pat Borders, Van Poppel once again. We'll keep him out today. For now, we already put a Van Poppel in there, so Chili Davis. And there we have it. Common stack is getting big. All right, Reggie Harris, flipping them around. Danny Tartable, Checklist, Jimmy Leyritz. I'm going to put Jimmy Leyritz with the bat flip in my star stack. Said it before, I'll say it again. I love watching that man play. That bat flip always, the bat twirl, I should say, not the bat flip. The way he twirled the bat, always, I was just like, that's great. Like a baton, looked like it was nothing to him. All right. Dun, dun, dun. What am I doing? Only flipped half of it. There we go. That's better. Larry Anderson. Rob Deere, stuck in headlights once again. A membership card. I will have a ton of those. If anybody wants any, I'll be selling them. Just kidding. That Paul Molitor, cool as a cucumber again. Albert, don't call me Joey Bell once again. Randy Bush. There we have it. What do I got left? 6 left. We got 6 left. Almost down to the last of it. Like I said, definitely should be able to get a set together. Maybe missing 1 or 2. Feel like we've probably seen everybody at this point. Definitely seen a whole bunch of doubles. So Matt Noakes, Pete O'Brien. Yeah, we're just getting some repeats now at this point. Gary Thurman, Anthony Young, Roberto Alomar once again. There's my Mike Pagliarulo. And there you have it. Where's that? There he is. There it is. Yes. Stoked when I bought that card. Carney Lansford. Langford. What did I say? Lansford. Yeah, Juan Gon. Is that the first Juan Gon that we've seen? Maybe I didn't see everything. No, I remember Steinbeck. Sosha. Playing before his managerial years, I guess I should say. Probably be the right way to say it. Vince Coleman there. And there is Seitzer and Lansford. All right. So we'll be doing Series 2 coming up probably later on. Like I said, I'm going to be swapping around between this and Donruss just to break it up a little bit. So, of course, if this is future you watching this, then I will have already uploaded the stuff. So you can just, if you want to continue on to Series 2, be my guest. There's a nice George Brett. You can go right on to it. But if this is present you, then sorry, you're going to have to wait a little bit extra. I'll try to keep you entertained with the 94 Donruss. Bingo bango. Boom. There's another Polarulo. Scioscia. Here's that pack once again. Jesse Barfield and the Vince Coleman there. Get rid of that. And here we go. Trevor Wilson. Tony Fernandez. This might be. No, Devon White. Seen the Devon White. See the Van Slyke already. Okay. Not a new pack. Seen these guys. There's the Jim Abbott, actually. David Cohn again. Dion again. I know I should be putting them in my star stack, but I'm trying to get to the last pack, finish out this video, and see who we can finish with. Hopefully a Hall of Famer. You know, I like to finish with Hall of Famers. Was something good in the last pack. It's always nice. So the Van Slyke, I thought we've seen these guys already. Ken Caminetti there. Jack Clark. Roger Mason. Who's going to be our Hall of Famer? That's a Dave Justice. I think that might be the first Dave Justice we saw, unless we saw it earlier in the video. Cecil Fielder. This might be a new pack that we did not see. So that is it. We don't end with a Hall of Famer, but you definitely do get your fair share of Hall of Famers. There's my stars out of this box, Series 1. Stay tuned. Series 2, Series 3 coming up. And with that, I'll leave you with this. One man's junk wax, another man's treasure. Take care.